Question 1. What does this road sign indicate? A. Steep ascent ahead. B. Steep descent ahead. C. Road closed due to gradient. D. Uneven road surface. Answers is B. Steep descent ahead. The sign for A. Steep descent warns drivers of a significant downward slope in the road ahead, requiring careful driving and possibly lower gears. Question 2. When approaching a pedestrian crossing, what must you do if a pedestrian is waiting to cross? A. Slow down and proceed carefully. B. Stop only if they step onto the crossing. C. Stop and give way to the pedestrian. D. Honk your horn to warn them. Answers is C. Stop and give way to the pedestrian. Drivers must stop and give way to pedestrians who are on or waiting to cross at a pedestrian crossing. Question 3. What does this sign mean regarding turning? A. Turn right only. B. No right turn. C. Right turn permitted with care. D. All turns are prohibited. Answers is B. No right turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a right turn at the intersection or location where the sign is displayed is not allowed. Question 4. What is the recommended safe following distance in good conditions? A. 1 car length. B. 2 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. C. 2 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. D. 3 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. Answers is C. 2 seconds behind the vehicle ahead. The rule provides a basic safe following distance, allowing enough time to react and stop if the vehicle in front stops suddenly. Increase this distance in poor conditions. Question 5. What action should you take when you see this sign? A. Stop fully before the line. B. Give way to all traffic. C. Proceed without stopping. D. Accelerate quickly through. Answers is B. Give way to all traffic. The give way sign means you must give way to all other traffic. You only need to stop if necessary to do so safely. Question 6. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Roadworks ahead. B. Uneven road surface. C. Slippery road ahead. D. Loose gravel on road. Answers is C. Slippery road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead may be slippery, especially in wet or icy conditions. Drivers should reduce speed and exercise caution. Question 7. Which direction are you permitted to travel if you see this sign? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight ahead only. C. Turn left or right. D. Make a U-turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must proceed straight ahead and are not permitted to turn left or right. Question 8. What should you do if you encounter a school bus stopped with flashing red lights? A. Overtake carefully if safe. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing. C. Slow down and pass at a low speed. D. Proceed if no children are visible. Answers is B. Stop until the lights stop flashing. You must stop for a school bus with flashing red lights, regardless of which direction you are traveling, until the lights stop flashing. This ensures children's safety. Question 9. What does this sign warn about? A. Steep ascent. B. Hump or bump in the road. C. Road narrowing. D. Tunnel ahead. Answers is B. Hump or bump in the road. This warning sign indicates a hump or bump in the road ahead, which could be A. Speed hump or A. Natural rise. Drivers should reduce speed. Question 10. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. No overtaking. B. Overtaking permitted. C. Overtake with caution. D. End of speed limit. Answers is A. No overtaking. This prohibitory sign indicates that overtaking other vehicles is not permitted from the point of the sign. Question 11. What is the primary purpose of a roundabout? A. To allow U-turns easily. B. To control traffic flow at intersections. C. To slow down traffic on motorways. D. To provide parking spaces. Answers is B. To control traffic flow at intersections. A roundabout is designed to improve traffic flow and safety at intersections by allowing vehicles to merge and exit smoothly without traditional stops. Question 12. When should you signal before changing lanes or turning? A. Only if other vehicles are close. B. Well in advance to warn others. C. As you begin to make the turn. D. Only when driving slowly. Answers is B. Well in advance to warn others. Signaling well in advance gives other road users sufficient time to anticipate your intentions and react safely, preventing sudden maneuvers. Question 13. What does this sign indicate about the road? A. Road widens ahead. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Road works ahead. D. Lane ends ahead. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This warning sign alerts drivers that the road ahead will narrow from both sides, requiring them to adjust their position and potentially merge. Question 14. What does this sign prohibit? A. No left turn. B. No U-turn. C. No right turn. D. No entry. Answers is B. No U-turn. This prohibitory sign clearly indicates that making a U-turn at this location is not allowed. Question 15. What does this sign indicate? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. Divided highway. D. No entry. Answers is B. One-way road. This information sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way street, meaning all traffic travels in the same direction. Question 16. When driving at night, when should you dip your headlights? A. Only when police are nearby. B. Only when stopped at an intersection. C. When approaching oncoming traffic or following a vehicle closely. D. Never always use high beams. Answers is C. When approaching oncoming traffic or following a vehicle closely. Dipping your headlights prevents dazzling other drivers, which is crucial for safety. Do so when approaching oncoming vehicles or when following another vehicle closely. Question 17. What does this warning sign alert drivers to? A. Slippery road. B. Road works ahead. C. Speed hump. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign warns drivers that there are road works ahead, and they should be prepared for potential hazards, speeds, and workers on or near the road. Question 18. What does this sign mean? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. No entry. D. Minimum speed limit. Answers is B. No stopping. This prohibitory sign indicates that stopping for any reason is not permitted at this location, not even briefly to pick up or drop off passengers. Question 19. What is the general rule for giving way at an uncontrolled intersection in New Zealand? A. Give way to all traffic coming from your right. B. Give way to all traffic coming from your left. C. The first vehicle to arrive has priority. D. Vehicles turning right always give way. Answers is A. Give way to all traffic coming from your right. At an uncontrolled intersection, the general rule is to give way to vehicles coming from your right, unless specific road markings or signs indicate otherwise. Question 20. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Cyclists prohibited. B. Cycle track mandatory for cyclists. C. Shared path for pedestrians and cyclists. D. Cyclists may dismount here. Answers is B. Cycle track mandatory for cyclists. This mandatory sign indicates a cycle track, and cyclists are generally required to use it. Question 21. What does this sign warn you about ahead? A. Steep ascent. B. Steep descent. C. Uneven road. D. Slippery road. Answers is A. Steep ascent. This warning sign alerts drivers to a steep upward slope in the road ahead, which may require changing to a lower gear. Question 22. What is the primary function of ABS braking system in a vehicle? A. To shorten braking distance significantly. B. To prevent wheels from locking up during braking. C. To improve acceleration in wet conditions. D. To automatically apply the handbrake. Answers is B. To prevent wheels from locking up during braking. ABS helps drivers maintain steering control during hard braking by preventing the wheels from locking, allowing the vehicle to be steered around obstacles. Question 23. What does this sign indicate about oncoming traffic? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. No entry for oncoming traffic. Answers is A. Oncoming traffic has priority. This priority sign means that you must give way to any oncoming traffic before proceeding, typically in a section of road that is too narrow for two vehicles to pass simultaneously. Question 24. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Slippery road. B. Uneven road surface. C. Road narrows. D. Dangerous curve. Answers is B. Uneven road surface. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead is uneven, which could cause discomfort or loss of control if driven over at speed. Reduce your speed. Question 25. What does this sign tell you about parking? A. Parking for limited time. B. No parking. C. Parking permitted. D. Parking for disabled only. Answers is B. No parking. This prohibitory sign indicates that parking is not permitted at this location. You may stop briefly to pick up or drop off passengers, but not to park. Question 26. What is the appropriate action when seeing this sign? A. Proceed straight only. B. Turn right only. C. Turn left only. D. Any turn is permitted. Answers is B. Turn right only. This mandatory sign indicates that all vehicles must turn right at the intersection or location where the sign is placed. Question 27. When are you permitted to cross a double yellow center line? A. To avoid an obstruction or turn right into a driveway. B. To overtake a slow-moving vehicle. C. Whenever it is safe to do so. D. Only if there are no vehicles in sight. Answers is A, to avoid an obstruction or turn right into a driveway. You can only cross a double yellow center line to avoid an obstruction or to turn right into a driveway or side road, provided it is safe to do so. Question 28. What does this sign warn about at a railway crossing? A. Railway crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Level crossing with barriers. D. Tram crossing. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This warning sign indicates an upcoming railway crossing without barriers, requiring drivers to look and listen for trains before crossing. Question 29. What does this sign indicate? A. One-way street. B. No entry. C. Give way. D. Road closed. Answers is B. No entry. This prohibitory sign means no entry. It typically indicates that vehicles are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign in that direction. Question 30. What does this sign warn about? A. Steep descent. B. Falling rocks. C. Uneven road. D. Side wind. Answers is B. Falling rocks. This warning sign indicates an area where falling rocks or debris may occur, particularly near cliffs or embankments. Drive with caution. Question 31. When may you use the horn on your vehicle? A. To greet a friend. B. To warn other road users of a danger. C. To express frustration. D. To signal a turn. Answers is B. To warn other road users of a danger. The horn should only be used as a warning device to alert other road users of your presence or an immediate danger. Misuse can be an offence. Question 32. What does this sign indicate? A. Minimum speed limit of 50. B. Recommended speed of 50. C. Maximum speed limit of 50. D. End of all speed restrictions. Answers is B. Recommended speed of 50. This information sign indicates a recommended speed of 50. It suggests a safe and comfortable speed for the road conditions, but it is not a mandatory limit. Question 33. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Bridge ahead. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Road construction. D. Water on the road. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road runs alongside a river, canal, or other body of water, meaning there is a potential drop-off on the side of the road. Question 34. What does this sign mean for heavy vehicles? A. Goods vehicles must turn right. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicles must use this route. D. Parking for goods vehicles only. Answers is B. No entry for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for goods vehicles, typically applying to or trucks above a certain weight or size. Question 35. What does this sign mean? A. Road for motor vehicles only. B. Motorway expressway. C. End of speed limit. D. One-way street. Answers is B. Motorway expressway. This information sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway, where specific rules and higher speed limits typically apply. Question 36. What should you do if you accidentally miss your exit on a motorway? A. Reverse on the shoulder. B. Stop and wait for a gap. C. Continue to the next exit and turn around. D. Make a U-turn if the road is clear. Answers is C. Continue to the next exit and turn around. It is illegal and extremely dangerous to reverse or stop on a motorway. Always proceed to the next exit and find a safe way to turn around. Question 37. What does this sign indicate for pedestrians? A. Pedestrians prohibited. B. Pedestrian track mandatory. C. Shared path for pedestrians and cyclists. D. Pedestrians may cross here. Answers is B. Pedestrian track mandatory. This mandatory sign designates a path specifically for pedestrians, and they are generally required to use it. Question 38. What does this sign indicate about the road surface? A. Slippery road. B. Loose gravel stone materials. C. Uneven road. D. Road works ahead. Answers is B. Loose gravel stone materials. This warning sign indicates that there is loose gravel or stone materials on the road, which can cause skidding or stone chips. Reduce speed. Question 39. What does this sign indicate about traffic flow? A. One-way street. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Give way. D. Road closed temporarily. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign indicates that movement is prohibited for all vehicles in the direction of the sign. It is usually found at the end of a one-way street or restricted areas. Question 40. What is the meaning of this sign? A. Priority road. B. Give way. C. Stop ahead. D. End of speed limit. Answers is A. Priority road. This priority sign indicates that you are on a priority road and have the right of way over traffic entering from side roads unless otherwise. Question 41. When driving in fog, what lighting should you use? A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights and fog lights if fitted. C. Parking lights only. D. No lights are necessary in daytime fog. Answers is B. Low beam headlights and fog lights if fitted. Low beam headlights and fog lights, if available, provide better visibility in fog without causing excessive glare, unlike high beams which reflect off the fog. Question 42. What does this sign mean for parking? A. Parking place ahead. B. No parking allowed. C. Bus stop. D. Emergency stopping lane. Answers is A. Parking place ahead. This information sign indicates that a parking place or car park is available ahead. Drivers should look for further instructions on parking rules. Question 43. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Heavy cross traffic. B. Side wind. C. Low-flying aircraft. D. Strong current ahead. Answers is B. Side wind. This warning sign alerts drivers to the potential for strong side winds, which can affect vehicle stability, especially for vehicles or motorcycles. Question 44. What does this sign mean regarding turning left? A. Left turn only. B. No left turn. C. Left turn permitted with care. D. Left turn for buses only. Answers is B. No left turn. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a left turn at this intersection or point is not allowed. Question 45. What must you do before entering a roundabout? A. Signal right then enter. B. Stop fully before entering. C. Give way to all traffic already in the roundabout and approaching from your right. D. Enter quickly to avoid delays. Answers is C. Give way to all traffic already in the roundabout and approaching from your right. At a roundabout, you must give way to all traffic already in the roundabout and any traffic approaching from your right. Then enter when safe. Question 46. What does this sign indicate about the end of a road? A. One-way street ahead. B. Dead end straight ahead. C. U-turn permitted. D. Motorway exit ahead. Answers is B. Dead end straight ahead. This information sign indicates that the road straight ahead is a dead end and does not have a through route. Question 47. When should you check your mirrors? A. Only before changing lanes. B. Regularly and before any maneuver. C. Only when slowing down. D. Only when you hear a siren. Answers is B. Regularly and before any maneuver. Constantly checking your mirrors at least every seconds and before any maneuver braking, turning, changing lanes is vital for maintaining situational awareness. Question 48. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Strong crosswinds. B. Low-flying aircraft. C. Danger from overhead power lines. D. Aircraft crossing road. Answers is B. Low-flying aircraft. This warning sign indicates an area where low-flying aircraft may be encountered, often near airfields, which could cause sudden noise or distraction. Question 49. What is by this sign? A. Recommended speed is 50. B. Maximum speed limit of 50. C. Minimum speed limit of 50. D. End of speed restriction. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit of 50. This prohibitory sign indicates the maximum speed limit of 50. Drivers must not exceed this speed. Question 50. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Pass obstacle on right only. B. Pass obstacle on left only. C. Pass obstacle on either side. D. Do not pass obstacle. Answers is C. Pass obstacle on either side. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers may pass the obstacle on either the right or the left side, as both routes are permitted. Question 51. What is the purpose of flashing amber lights at a pedestrian crossing? A. To indicate the traffic lights are faulty. B. To warn drivers that pedestrians may be crossing. C. To indicate pedestrians must wait. D. To signify the crossing is closed. Answers is B. To warn drivers that pedestrians may be crossing. Flashing amber lights at a pedestrian crossing, zebra crossing mean drivers must be prepared to stop and give way to any pedestrians crossing. Question 52. What does this warning sign alert you to? A. No entry. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. Roundabout ahead. Answers is B. Traffic light ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers that there is a traffic light signal ahead, prompting them to prepare to stop or proceed as required. Question 53. What does this sign indicate? A. No entry for bicycles. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. No entry for public transport. D. No entry for pedestrians. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motor vehicles, indicating that cars, motorcycles, and other motor vehicles are not permitted to enter. Question 54. What does this sign indicate about vehicles with trailers? A. No entry for vehicles with a trailer. B. Trailers only. C. Trailers must turn left. D. Parking for trailers. Answers is A. No entry for vehicles with a trailer. This prohibitory sign indicates that vehicles towing trailers are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. Question 55. What does this sign mean for cyclists and pedestrians? A. Separate cycle and pedestrian crossings. B. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing ahead. C. No entry for cyclists or pedestrians. D. Cyclists give way to pedestrians. Answers is B. Combined pedestrian and cycle crossing ahead. This information sign warns drivers of an upcoming crossing where both pedestrians and cyclists may be crossing the road. Be extra vigilant. Question 56. What is the primary cause of most road crashes? A. Mechanical vehicle failures. B. Driver error or human factors. C. Poor road design. D. Unforeseeable acts of nature. Answers is B. Driver error or human factors. The vast majority of road crashes are attributed to human factors such as inattention, speeding, fatigue, or impaired driving. Vehicle defects and environmental factors contribute to a smaller percentage. Question 57. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Children crossing or playing nearby. B. School bus stop ahead. C. Playground ahead. D. Pedestrian crossing. Answers is A. Children crossing or playing nearby. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area where children may be present, such as near a school or playground. Reduce speed and be extra cautious. Question 58. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Turn right only. B. Turn left only. C. Proceed straight. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is B. Turn left only. This mandatory sign indicates that all vehicles must turn left at the intersection or location where the sign is placed. Question 59. What does this sign warn about at the road edge? A. Road narrows ahead. B. Dangerous hard shoulder. C. Road closed. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Dangerous hard shoulder. This warning sign indicates that the hard shoulder or edge of the road is dangerous or unstable, and driving on it could be hazardous. Question 60. When approaching a railway level crossing without barriers, what should you do? A. Speed up to cross quickly. B. Look, listen and be prepared to stop. C. Only stop if lights are flashing. D. Assume no train is coming. Answers is B. Look, listen and be prepared to stop. At an unprotected railway crossing, you must slow down, look both ways, listen for trains, and be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. Question 61. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Motorway ahead. B. Road for motor vehicles, no pedestrians or cyclists. C. End of all restrictions. D. Residential area. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles, no pedestrians or cyclists. This information sign indicates a road specifically for motor vehicles, prohibiting pedestrians, cyclists, and other slow-moving traffic. Question 62. What is the safest way to perform an emergency stop? A. Pump the brakes quickly. B. Brake firmly and steer to avoid hazards. C. Apply the handbrake first. D. Swerving without braking. Answers is B. Brake firmly and steer to avoid hazards. In an emergency stop, apply maximum brake pressure firmly and continuously while being ready to steer to avoid any immediate hazards. Question 63. What does this sign indicate about passing an obstacle? A. Pass obstacle on the right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. Do not pass obstacle. D. Obstacle in middle of road. Answers is A. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must pass the obstacle such as a traffic island or road division only on its right side. Question 64. What does this sign warn about in terms of traffic control? A. Traffic congestion ahead. B. Road traffic accident concentration area. C. Road works ahead. D. New traffic lights. Answers is B. Road traffic accident concentration area. This warning sign alerts drivers to an area known for a high concentration of road traffic accidents, advising increased caution and vigilance. Question 65. What does this sign indicate about the end of a priority road? A. End of priority road. B. Beginning of priority road. C. Give way. D. Stop ahead. Answers is A. End of priority road. This priority sign indicates that the priority status of the road you are on ends, and you may need to give way to other traffic at upcoming intersections. Question 66. What should you do if you become drowsy while driving? A. Open the windows and turn up the radio. B. Stop in a safe place and rest. C. Drink coffee and keep driving. D. Increase speed to get home faster. Answers is B. Stop in a safe place and rest. Driving while drowsy is extremely dangerous. The only effective solution is to stop in a safe place, get out of the vehicle, and take a rest or nap. Question 67. What does this sign indicate about turning? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Turn left or right. D. Straight ahead only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers may either proceed straight ahead or turn right, but no other directions are permitted. Question 68. What does this sign warn about? A. Wild animals. B. Cattle crossing. C. Pet crossing. D. Farm machinery. Answers is B. Cattle crossing. This warning sign indicates an area where farm animals, specifically cattle, may cross the road. Drive cautiously and be prepared to stop. Question 69. What does this sign mean for speed? A. End of maximum speed limit of 50. B. Recommended speed of 50. C. Minimum speed limit of 50. D. Beginning of speed limit of 50. Answers is A. End of maximum speed limit of 50. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of the previously imposed maximum speed limit of 50. The general speed limit for the area now applies. Question 70. What does this sign indicate for motorcyclists? A. Motorcycles only. B. No entry for motorcycles. C. Motorcycles must turn left. D. Motorcycle parking. Answers is B. No entry for motorcycles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motorcycles, indicating that motorcycles are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. Question 71. When may you overtake on the left? A. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. B. Whenever the right lane is blocked. C. Only on motorways. D. Never. Answers is A. When the vehicle ahead is turning right. You can only overtake on the left if the vehicle ahead is indicating a right turn and there is enough clear space to do so safely. Otherwise, overtaking is usually on the right. Question 72. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Bridge ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Covered parking. D. Low clearance. Answers is B. Tunnel ahead. This warning sign indicates that a tunnel is ahead. Drivers should prepare for changes in lighting, potential ventilation issues, and reduce speed if necessary. Question 73. What does this sign indicate about traffic flow directions? A. Of movement in lanes general. B. Road narrows ahead. C. Lane closure. D. Speed limits for each lane. Answers is A. Of movement in lanes general. This information sign provides general guidance on the permitted directions of movement for traffic in each lane, typically used at multi-lane intersections. Question 74. What does this sign indicate regarding entry? A. No entry for vehicles. B. Crossing. C. Farm vehicles only. D. No entry for horse riders. Answers is A. No entry for vehicles. This prohibitory sign means that vehicles like carts or sleighs are not permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. Question 75. What does this sign indicate about priority? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. No entry for oncoming traffic. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This priority sign means that you have the right of way over oncoming traffic, often used on narrow sections of road where only one vehicle can pass at a time. Question 76. What should you do if you are involved in a minor collision with no? A. Wait for the police to arrive. B. Exchange details and move vehicles if safe. C. Leave the scene if there is no damage. D. Call emergency services immediately. Answers is B. Exchange details and move vehicles if safe. If there are no and vehicles can be moved, exchange details name, address, vehicle details, insurance, and move your vehicles to avoid obstructing traffic. Only call emergency services for serious incidents or. Question 77. What does this sign indicate about the road surface? A. Hump ahead. B. Or rough road surface. C. Uneven road. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Or rough road surface. This warning sign indicates that there are potholes or a severely damaged, rough road surface ahead. Reduce speed to avoid damage to your vehicle. Question 78. What does this sign indicate for public transport? A. Public transport prohibited. B. Road with a lane for public transport vehicles. C. Bus stop ahead. D. Shared bus and cycle lane. Answers is B. Road with a lane for public transport vehicles. This information sign indicates that the road has a dedicated lane for public transport vehicles, which other vehicles may not use unless. Question 79. What does this sign mean for a turn ahead? A. Sharp left curve ahead. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Series of curves ahead. D. Road narrows on the right. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign alerts drivers to a dangerous curve in the road that turns to the right. Reduce speed and prepare for the turn. Question 80. What does this sign mean for goods vehicles overtaking? A. Overtaking for goods vehicles only. B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. C. Goods vehicles must use the left lane. D. End of overtaking restriction for goods vehicles. Answers is B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates that goods vehicles, trucks, are not permitted to overtake other vehicles from this point. Question 81. What does this sign mean? A. Turn right or left. B. Proceed straight or turn left. C. Straight ahead only. D. Turn left only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that drivers may either proceed straight ahead or turn left, but no other directions are permitted. Question 82. What is defensive driving? A. Driving aggressively to save time. B. Anticipating hazards and reacting safely. C. Always having the right of way. D. Only driving when roads are clear. Answers is B. Anticipating hazards and reacting safely. Defensive driving involves anticipating potential hazards, making safe choices, and being prepared to react appropriately to avoid collisions, regardless of others' actions. Question 83. What does this sign indicate about the junction? A. Major road ahead. B. Junction with a minor road. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Traffic lights ahead. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road. This warning sign indicates a junction ahead where a minor road joins the main road you are on. Be aware of traffic entering or exiting. Question 84. What does this sign indicate about the shoulder of the road? A. Parking lane. B. Emergency stopping lane. C. Bus lane. D. No stopping allowed. Answers is B. Emergency stopping lane. This information sign indicates an emergency stopping lane, which should only be used in case of a breakdown or emergency, not for general stopping or parking. Question 85. What does this sign prohibit? A. No U-turn. B. No sounding of horn. C. No entry for emergency vehicles. D. No loud music. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. This prohibitory sign indicates that the use of a vehicle's horn is not permitted in the area, typically near hospitals or residential zones. Question 86. What should you do if your vehicle starts to aquaplane? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Ease off the accelerator and keep steering straight. C. Turn the steering wheel sharply. D. Accelerate to regain traction. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and keep steering straight. If your vehicle aquaplanes, ease off the accelerator and avoid braking or sharp steering. Allow the vehicle to slow down and regain traction naturally, steering gently. Question 87. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Farm animals ahead. B. Wild animals crossing. C. Pet crossing. D. Zoo entrance. Answers is B. Wild animals crossing. This warning sign indicates that wild animals may cross the road, often in rural or forested areas. Drive cautiously, especially at dawn and dusk. Question 88. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Residential area living zone. B. Motorway begins. C. End of speed limit. D. Restricted parking zone. Answers is A. Residential area living zone. This information sign marks the beginning of a residential area or living zone where special rules, such as lower speed limits and priority for pedestrians, apply. Question 89. What does this sign indicate regarding traffic lanes? A. Lane use for a single lane. B. Road narrows to one lane. C. One-way street. D. Merge left. Answers is A. Lane use for a single lane. This information sign indicates the specific use or direction of travel for a single lane, often seen at intersections or where lane arrangements change. Question 90. What is the meaning of this sign? A. Dangerous curve to the left. B. Series of dangerous curves first to the right. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Hairpin bend ahead. Answers is B. Series of dangerous curves first to the right. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve turning to the right. Reduce speed and prepare for multiple bends. Question 91. What does this sign prohibit on certain days? A. No parking on days. B. No parking on days. C. No stopping on weekends. D. Parking permitted on weekends. Answers is A. No parking on days. This prohibitory sign indicates that parking is not allowed on days of the month on the side of the road, where the sign is displayed. Question 92. What does this sign indicate for public transport stops? A. Bus stop ahead. B. Tram stop ahead. C. Taxi stand. D. Parking for buses only. Answers is A. Bus stop ahead. This information sign indicates that a bus stop is ahead. Drivers should be aware of buses stopping and passengers boarding or alighting. Question 93. When should you use your vehicle's parking brake? A. Only when parking on a hill. B. Every time you park your vehicle. C. To slow down quickly. D. When stopped at traffic lights. Answers is B. Every time you park your vehicle. The parking brake should always be engaged when you park your vehicle to prevent it from rolling, regardless of the incline. Question 94. What does this sign tell you about the road ahead? A. New road surface. B. Change of road surface. C. Slippery road. D. Road works ahead. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This warning sign indicates that the type or condition of the road surface will change ahead, which may affect grip or vehicle handling. Adjust speed accordingly. Question 95. What does this sign indicate? A. Maximum speed limit of 50. B. Minimum speed limit of 50. C. Recommended speed of 50. D. End of speed restriction. Answers is B. Minimum speed limit of 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50. Vehicles must travel at or above this speed, conditions permitting, to avoid obstructing traffic. Question 96. What does this sign indicate about overtaking? A. End of no overtaking restriction. B. No overtaking ahead. C. Overtaking permitted for goods vehicles. D. Begin overtaking zone. Answers is A. End of no overtaking restriction. This prohibitory sign indicates the end of a previous no overtaking restriction. Overtaking is now permitted if safe and legal to do so. Question 97. What does this sign warn about? A. Road closed. B. Other danger accident prone area. C. Traffic congestion. D. Road works. Answers is B, other danger accident-prone area. This warning sign indicates a general area of other danger or an accident-prone area not covered by more specific signs. Exercise extreme caution. Question 98. What is the purpose of rumble strips on the road? A. To improve traction for tires. B. To alert drivers who are drifting or drowsy. C. To mark parking areas. D. To indicate a change in speed limit. Answers is B. To alert drivers who are drifting or drowsy. Rumble strips are textured markings designed to create noise and vibration when driven over, alerting drivers who may be distracted or drowsy that they are drifting out of their lane. Question 99. What does this sign indicate about U-turns? A. No U-turn. B. U-turn zone. C. Turn right only. D. Roundabout ahead. Answers is B, U-turn zone. This information sign indicates a area or section of road where making a U-turn is permitted. Question 100. What does this sign indicate regarding parking restrictions? A. No parking on days. B. No parking on days. C. No parking during certain hours. D. Parking for limited time only. Answers is B, no parking on days. This prohibitory sign indicates that parking is not allowed on days of the month on the side of the road where the sign is displayed.